Hello, welcome to the Millionaire Woman Show, where we'll be discussing leadership, business, and human potential, inspiring you to live rich from the inside out. Unlock your creativity, stretch out of your comfort zone, break through your barriers, take inspired action, and achieve epic results. Now, here's your host, two-time best-selling author, speaker, and certified executive coach, Debra Kasowski.
Well, hello there, everyone. I'm your host, Debra Kasowski from the Millionaire Woman Show, and here we are talking about leadership, business, and human potential. Today's topic is about unlocking your greatness. You were born with potential. You were born with goodness and trust. You were born with ideals and dreams. You were born with greatness. You were born with wings. You were not meant for crawling, so don't. You have wings, learn to use them, and fly. That's a quote by Rumi, and very powerful. You were given gifts in this world, and so many people take those for granted. Everyone is born with the potential to be great. There are far too many people living below their potential, believing their greatness is not theirs. They tell themselves, I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. Why would they think that I am great? Greatness is for everyone. Greatness is not a goal. It is a state of mind. To be great, you need to discover your compelling why, your mission, and your vision. Why do you do what you do? People are drawn to your why more than what you do. And many people can do what you do. It is your story that creates that personal connection with others. To be great, you need to determine what you stand for. What are your core values? What do you value? What is your personal code of honor? What are the deal breakers? These values are the ones that are your guiding light, your moral compass in decision making. You do not need to sacrifice your soul to please others. If you have struggles or conflict in interpersonal relationships, chances are you do not share the same core values with the other person. And before you dismiss them, which often is what I see people do, determine if this is true by asking questions to learn another person's values before you make assumptions. To be great, you need to examine your beliefs. What thoughts do you believe to be true about money, relationships, communication, men and women, success and failure, leading and following? What you believe, you will see. Our beliefs determine our actions and therefore our results. To be great, you need to acknowledge and take responsibilities for your gifts. Not everyone is given the same gifts. We are all unique. You must take responsibility for your gifts. Learn about them, refine them, practice them, adjust them. Own who you are because of them and what you do with those gifts. This ownership of these gifts is what sets you apart from everyone else. Hiding your gifts serves no one. I held back on sharing my gifts with others for a long time. I would not share my gifts fully, and as I had the belief, now was not the time. I would look and think that this is what people would believe. I would look like I was bragging. Others might think that I'm better than them. Or maybe I was being a show-off. But what I learned is holding back on my gifts or hiding my gifts, I was not being a solution to a problem or the puzzle where my gifts were needed. I was not inspiring others to use their gifts and to live to their potential. And I was not letting people know that I had the gifts to begin with. And because of this, I missed out on many opportunities. The right time to share your gifts is now, not waiting for perfection or that you think you will finally arrive and know enough. Your gifts are meant to serve the world. We need you to start using them now, because the more you hold off, others are waiting for you to use them. So to be great, you need to focus on the power of the journey and not just the destination. There are many people who focus on the destination as their end goal of success. And once they get to the destination, they're feeling emotionally let down. Is this all there is? They ask. Yet all goals, you need to overcome your greatest challenges and sometimes travel the road less traveled. You defy the odds. It is the person you become along the way, along that journey, that makes you great. You have faced adversity, obstacles, challenges, and you have survived. To be great, you need to learn how to be decisive. The Latin word for decide is desterda, and I'm probably not pronouncing that correctly, but decerda, meaning to cut off all possibilities. Once you make a decision, you can create a plan, you can make a choice, a reality. The more decisions that you make, the more actions you take. The more actions you take, the more confidence you will have in yourself to take more actions. With every decision, there is an option, this or that, or many. Narrow down your options, make pros and cons lists, and trust your gut. Every decision has questions and decisions that can be made. With every decision, ask yourself, am I getting closer or moving away from where I want to go? To be great, you need to establish success habits. Your routines are built from habits. What current habits are serving you? What habits are not serving you? And what habits do you need to change? What habits do you need to start? Habits can take anywhere from 21 days to 66 days to develop and stick. Be patient with yourself and stay determined, because along the way, you may slip off track, but it's okay. I want you to get up, dust yourself off, and keep going. To be great, you need to develop an attitude of gratitude. When you learn to be grateful for what you have and the opportunities you have been given, the more you will be given to be grateful for. Start with writing out 3 things you are grateful for every day. That's right, 3 things. That's all it takes, is to start noticing the things around you that you are grateful for. It's all too often we're taking things for granted. From the person holding the door, for a person sending you a note, telling you that they're thinking of you. These are all things to be grateful for. For a pleasant meal time with your family, that's something to be grateful for. Help with the dishes. They don't have to be huge, exorbitant things. It just needs to be something that you are grateful for, that gave you some joy. To be great, you need to be gracious and accepting of yourself. As humans, we're not perfect. Many people have a hard time accepting themselves because they fall short of their vision they have for themselves. And with their disappointment, they may stop taking action and give up on their goals and dreams altogether. Do not let the past events define you. Your current situation is not who you are. Do not let mistakes and failures define you. Learn from them. What can you do differently next time? John Keats said, "I was never afraid of failure, for I would sooner fail than not be amongst the greatest." So the greatest have failed. So why are we so afraid of it? Things do not always go the way we want them to. You need to continue to believe in the possibilities that exist. and in the value that you bring to the world. Now is always too soon to quit. Keep working at it. Go after whatever it is that you are drawn to until you achieve it. For every problem, there is a solution. There is a key that opens the door. You just need to find it. Stay focused on your end goal. Be open to possibility. Put in the effort and expect to find success. Start unlocking your greatness today. I would love for you to go over to www.debrakasowski.com and subscribe to our Success Secrets newsletter, where you get bi-weekly tips, strategies, different things to grow yourself in leadership, business, and of course, your potential. I want you stepping out of that comfort zone and really stepping into the person that you are meant to be. By doing so, you will get my free ebook, The 21 Habits High Achievers Kick to Achieve Success. All of that for free. We would love to hear about how this podcast has influenced your life. So email me at Debra@debrakasowski.com. I would love to hear from you. You can also go over to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, give us a 5-star high five, and write us a review. It is people like you who drive this podcast to be the success that it is. So go out and realize that you have so much greatness within you. And in order to achieve that greatness, you need to be great. And that greatness exists inside of you with every action that you take. Believe in yourself and go after it. As Mahatma Gandhi said, be the change you wish to see in the world. And my wish for you, as always, is go out and make today great. Have a good one, everyone. See you on the next podcast.